basically many topics we have discussed already so far. Right now, like we have learned about what is light, how do we define the light, what is the nature of light, how does it travel, okay, how does it uh, travel, and what is the speed of light. These are the things we have discussed. Then we have learned about various phenomena associated with light, that is respectively reflection. Okay, what are the laws of reflection? What are the different types of reflection? How images are formed by the mirrors? What are the different types of mirror, and what is an image, and what are the different types of images? Respectively, they are virtual image and real image. How are they different? We have discussed. We have learned about the concept of spherical mirrors and what are their properties, how do they work, what is the nature of the image formed by them, what are their applications, and we did also learn about the lenses also. Okay, like what are the lenses and how do the lenses work. So pay close attention, and wherever you have any doubt, let me know. Okay, so we have learned that light is basically a radiation or a form of energy that our eyes can detect. It travels in a straight line. Okay, and that property is called as rectilinear propagation of light. Right. Then we have discussed that whenever light hits a smooth and shiny surface, it bounces from it. Right, it bounces from it, and that phenomena is simply called as reflection of light. Okay, and that is smooth takes place from smooth surfaces. Then we learned about image, right now. So image is formed whenever light rays are reflected from a highly smooth and polished surface like that of a mirror. Okay. Then what happens when the light rays falls on the mirror, right now they get reflected from it and our image is formed in the mirror. Right. So these reflected rays of light, they appear to be meeting at a point. So the image that is formed here is called as a virtual image. Right now it's a virtual image because the rays of light appears to be meeting at a point. So we learned that image can be virtual, and then we learned that image can be real also, meaning that when the rays of light after reflection, for example, when the rays of light coming from a projector falls on a screen, so they actually come to meet at a point. They actually come to meet at a point. So that kind of image is called as real image. Okay, that can be called as a real image. Then about the virtual image we have discussed already. Further, we learned that mirrors are also of two types. They are spherical mirrors, right now. And the reason why we call them as spherical mirrors now, because they basically form part of a spherical ball. Suppose we have taken a, a spherical ball made up of glass, right now, and we have cut it from the middle into two hemispheres. Yeah, Halima,
This chap, this like this subtopic, I was there for this.
you were there
Like
for
I
this, no?
told, yeah, I was there for this.
Okay, okay,
After
good.
this, I was.
Hmm. Okay, you were also there in while we were doing concave and convex mirror, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we'll be revising everything. Okay, no worries. So about the convex mirror, I have told you that the convex mirror, their reflective surface is curved inward. Right now, their reflective surface is curved inward. But as for the concave mirror, it is curved outward. Right now, just like you look at the for the concave mirror, it's curved inward. I mean to say, for the convex, it is curved outward. So
Hmm.
just like the part of the spoon from where you eat, right, and that portion of the spoon from where you eat, that is curved inward. So that
So
you can
that is
imagine same
like
as a concave mirror.
concave, concave.
And the back side, which is curved outward, you can think of it as convex mirror, right now. So in the convex mirror, image formed is always and always virtual, no matter how far the object is placed or how close the object is placed in front of that mirror, it was always form a virtual image. Understanding it? Then convex mirror always gives a wider field of view, right now they always give a wider field of view. Okay, 1 second. They give a wider field of view. Also, convex mirrors, they are called as diverging mirror. They are called as diverging mirror because when the rays of light passes through it now, so when the rays of light falls on it, they get reflected and they spread out in different directions. Right now, they appear to be spreading from a point behind the mirror, that is called as focus. So since it spreads out the rays of light, thereby it is called as diverging mirror. Okay, no, it
Sir,
is called as,
outwards, spread outwards means like
it is bounced back into different directions. Getting it? It is bounced back into different directions. 1 second.
because it's not a plain mirror.
From here,
That's
let me explain you. Yeah, getting it now. In the plane mirror, all the rays of light will be bounced together in a particular direction, but here they are bounced in different directions. Getting it? So these were the properties of the convex mirror, right now? Convex mirror. One second. Okay, also the image that is formed is always upright, meaning that it is erect, right now. So image formed by it is erect, and also the image formed by the convex mirror is smaller in size in comparison to size of the object, right now. And this convex mirror has various applications, right now. It is used in the vehicles. It is used in vehicles. It is used to make rear
Sir,
view. Mhm.
convex mirror can cover a large part of area, right?
Exactly. It gives you a wide field of view. Convex mirror, it gives a wide field of view, right now. So thereby it helps the drivers to see a larger field of traffic behind them, right? It can also be, it is also used as security mirrors, as you can see here in the first image. So it is used as security or safety mirrors also. Then it is also used in making telescopes too. There also it is used, right? So these are some of the applications of convex mirrors and its property too we have discussed. Then as for the concave mirror, what we have discussed, that the image formed by it can either be real or virtual, depending upon where the object is placed in front of it. Hey, are you sure you
Yes,
getting
sir,
it?
I'm fine.
Good. Then the image formed by the concave mirror can either be inverted, could be erect, could either be upside down like that, or could be upright like that. Okay, could be erect like that. Then it can form image of the same size, bigger or smaller in size, right now. So these were the properties of that.
Depending on where the object is kept, like
Huh,
closer or farther.
exactly. Huh. In fact, there's one more thing we discussed in the last class about we have learned about the property of image formed by the plane mirror also. So the image formed by the plane mirror is always and always virtual. Right now, you can't obtain your image on a wall. Getting it now? Right. So the image formed by the plane mirror is always virtual. It's laterally inverted. If you have raised your left hand in the image, it appears is as if you have raised your right hand. Image is always erect. It is not
Yeah.
upside down. Right. Then the size of the image is same as that of the object. Right. One more thing is that the distance between the object and the mirror is same as the distance between the mirror and the images. If you were to move closer to the mirror, so the distance between between the image and the mirror also decreases. Getting it? Here, this person suppose is standing at a distance of 1 meter, so the image is also standing behind at a distance of 1 meter. It appears to be standing behind, but it is not actually at a distance of 1 meter, because what you know that just behind this transparent glass you have an opaque coating of silver or aluminum now.
Yeah.
So it isn't like the image is from 1 meter behind this plane mirror. It appears to be. Keep that in mind. Okay, now
It's
Ayush and
not.
Halima,
It's not like there is someone behind.
like that. Okay, so as the distance between the object and mirror decreases, so as the distance between the image and the mirror decreases. Okay, that is the thing. So these were the properties of image formed by the plane mirror, and about the curved mirrors also we have discussed. One more thing I will tell you about the concave mirror. Moments ago we learned about the convex, that it is called as diverging mirror now. As it's diverging, like
Yeah.
it's being spread out, it's being bounced into different directions here, right? But in the case of the concave mirrors, when the rays of light will be coming from infinity, like from very far away, and when they will fall on it, so all of them will be focused at a point, right now, and that point is called as focus simply. So since it
Sir,
is, haha,
it's not related to this topic, but I'm just asking that did
mm,
we complete time and motion in this class?
yeah, in the bash, time and motion has been completed. Last time you were mentioning about that, so you
Yeah.
told me you had missed some classes from that chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry, we'll be taking up that in revision. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, the only exam that you're having now is your final exam, or is there any more exam also, like PT3 or
We
PT2?
have PT2. Then after that we have finance.
Okay, when will you be having PT2 exam?
Um, Sir, January.
January. Okay, okay, we
Yeah.
have enough time. By then we'll be done with the revision of that chapter also. Okay.
Okay.
Huh. But it isn't like that you can't ask questions. You can obviously ask question from that chapter.
Okay.
Okay. Mm. So when the rays of light will be coming from very far away distance and when it will fall on the concave mirror, what happens? All the rays of light are made to meet at a point. So, so they are these mirrors are called as converging mirrors because they're converging the rays of light at a point. All right, now. Also, application of
Sir,
concave mirror.
in
Let me revise
convex,
that.
sir, in convex mirror, like right now you told about curved mirror, right? In that,
Mhm.
there is one focus. How is that coming from? Like where?
See, basically, that is an imaginary point. That focus is basically, we say, it's a point where all the rays of light either come to meet at a point or from where they appear to be diverging. See, when I see that these spherical mirrors are part of a spherical glass ball like that. You see that?
Hmm.
So, what happened here? Say that this is the spherical glass ball right now. This is its diameter, suppose. This is its diameter. Okay. This point in the in the middle here, we call that as center of curvature. This is called as center of curvature. All right. And here we have taken two spherical mirrors out from this ball. Try to understand that. Okay. So the distance between the center of curvature, now the distance between the center, what happened to this? See, the distance between the center of curvature and the spherical mirror in the middle, in the middle of that distance, this point is called as focus. Getting it? There'll be focus here also, right? Yes or no?
Sir, in middle there will be focus.
Uh-huh.
I mean
In,
center,
in
center.
in between of center of curvature and the mirror, there will be focus. Getting it?
Okay.
Okay, and that is a concave mirror, as you guys know, right? And this one is a
Convex.
convex mirror. So that is what I was saying you moments ago, now, when the rays of light will be coming from very far away place and it will be falling on the concave mirror. All of them will come to meet at a point that is called as focus. Getting it? Which you can relate here as well. See,
Oh,
when the rays of light will reflect from the concave mirror, they will come to meet at a point called as focus. Right? Okay. Then we have discussed about the lenses also. Okay. So lenses we have basically learned like they are made up of either glass or plastic and they have so many uses. Right now they are used to make optical devices. It's kind of a transparent device that refracts the light instead of reflecting it. What it does, it refracts the light. Light, it allows the light to pass through it. Understanding it, guys? Through the mirror, the light does not passes, but through the lens, light will pass. Like light will basically bend through it. Right now, as you guys can see here, like this is a convex mirror, right? So when the rays of light are passing through it, so all the rays of light are bending, and they are converging to meet at a point. Right? This point is also called as focus only. Okay. So they refract the light. What does the lens do? They
refract.
refract the light. And
Yes,
you may
refract.
ask that what is refraction, Halima?
Refraction is like it will bend the light, right?
Refraction by definition is phenomenon of bending of light when it passes from one medium to another. Like earlier light was traveling in air, now it is traveling in glass. It is traveling inside the glass. So phenomenon of bending of light that is called as reflection. You guys have observed this thing. Like suppose if I were to take a transparent glass of water, and if I were to dip this pen in that water, it will appear when you'll be looking into the glass, it will appear as if this pen is bent, or you have a
Yes,
straw, that a straw will appear to be bent. Ayush, Alima?
yes, sir.
Okay. So depending upon the shape of lens, it can be categorized into concave and
Sir,
convex.
even of Spoon also it happens. Like whenever we stir and we in the water,
Right.
then that will occur like that.
Exactly. So what happens? This lens, which I was saying, it's a transparent device that refracts the light instead of reflecting it. And refraction occurs when light bends as it passes through a different medium. Right now,
Hmm.
getting it. So here you're having two main types of lens. Right now we are having convex and we are having concave.
Um,
Yeah.
in the water, you said that
Mhm.
light bend, in
Mhm.
convex lens, the light bends. Okay, in the focus, like
Uh-huh. Basically, light is made to come to meet at a point.
yeah.
Here also it is
So
bending, but here they are bending away from one another. But here they are all bending to come to meet at a point.
yeah, but like in the water,
Hmm.
will the light always bend? And whenever we keep an object inside the water, it it becomes like as if it's gonna
Hmm.
it's split or like bent.
Yes, that phenomena of bending will always happen. Getting it? Whenever a ray of light will pass from one medium to another, it is going to bend. Okay, it is going to bend, and that bending depends like how much it will bend. It depends upon the density of that medium.
Okay.
Understanding it, if the density of the medium is more, the bending will be more. Okay, we have that concept later on. We'll be learning about that also. Like particularly here, you'll learn how the rays of light will be refracting as it will pass through the raindrops, as it will pass through the prism. So we have this topic later on. Okay, I'm just revising the things which we have done so far. Okay, both of you turn your cameras on. While in the case of concave lens, you are seeing that the rays of light after passing through it, they are diverging away, spreading away into different directions. So hence that is called as diverging lens. Okay. Now let's learn about the property also, like what kind of images are formed by the concave as well as the convex lens. Right. See, talking about this, a second here. Hmm. Talking about the convex lens. So you can see that the image formed by the convex lens is bigger in size. Understanding it, guys? The image formed by it is bigger in size. So it forms a magnified view of the image.
Yeah, but because it's a convex mirror, so it
Not
becomes like
mirror, but lens.
yeah, convex lens.
Hmm. Continue.
Uh, so it's occurring outward. No, inward. Convex is inward, right?
Convex is bent outward. Concave is bent
Oh,
inward. Okay, no?
okay,
This is a
outward.
convex lens. Yeah. Basically, it is
So,
thicker at the middle and thinner at the edges.
oh, okay. So
Hmm.
when the fly is like when the fly is near to the mirror
Hmm.
and it's bent, it's bent outward. So
Hmm.
the image of the fly will be large because it's a convex mirror and it's bent outward. But in the convex lens, okay. But in concave lens, mm, the
Hmm.
image occurs to be small,
Hmm.
and the actual fly is like little
Okay.
away from the lens.
Okay. Hold on, Halima. Now let me explain this. See, there's actually more to what you have said. Actually, there's so much more things to learn about that. See, in general, I'll be telling you basically about the convex lens. What we get to know, like this kind of lens here, which is also known as converging lens. So the image formed by the convex lens can be real, can be inverted. It can be real image, it can be virtual image, or it can be uh, uh, um, I mean to say can be a real image or could be virtual image. It could be either, it can either form an inverted image or could either form a erect image. It depends upon the object's distance from the lens, like how far the object is standing in front of the lens. Understanding that?
Yeah.
So convex lens images can be either real or virtual. Okay, now can be either erect or can be inverted.
Inverted.
So this nature of the image, it depends upon where the object is placed. Mhm.
Inverted is like upside down, right?
Upside down, exactly. Inverted means if something is erect like that, so upside down means it will be like that. So that is what inverted means. Okay, and that is what erect means. Okay. Also, the size of the image formed by the convex lens can be very small, can be very large, or can be of the same size. It really depends upon where the object is placed. Particularly if the object is placed very close to it, then a very enlarged, very magnified image will form. As you can see here, this fly is very close to the convex lens right now. It has been placed very close, so the size of the image increases. Understood, everyone now? Or is there
Yes.
some doubt? I
So
hope it should be clear. Yeah, Ayush. Yes, tell me. You're saying something.
No, sir, I'm not following anybody.
Oh, okay, okay. So image can either be diminished, which means very small, can be of same size, or can be magnified. Okay, no? So nature of image here, nature of image depends upon the distance of object from lens. Depends upon the distance of object from lens. Any questions about it? Tell me.
no, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Talking about the concave lens. So
Sir, it's
concave lens,
opposite. It
it
will be
all,
opposite.
see, it will always be virtual, erect, and will always form a very small image. Okay. So for concave, it is quite simple and very easy to memorize. Also for concave lens, it is always and always virtual, erect, and diminished. Diminished means very small. Okay. So that is the thing. So we have revised about that. Let's take a look at the application of this also. Okay.
Sir,
So I hmm,
concave mirror will always be virtual.
concave mirror.
Hmm.
No, no. In the case of convex mirror, it will always be virtual. But in the concave mirror, it depends upon the position. Okay,
No,
no?
no, I'm saying concave lens. Sorry,
Oh,
lens.
for the lens you were saying, yeah. For the
Yeah,
lens,
yeah.
it will always be virtual and erect and diminished.
Okay.
Okay, no? About the uses of the lens, so we have discussed that convex lens are particularly used for making magnifying glasses, right now. Like if you have to look at something, okay, through the magnifying glass, so you have to bring it very close to the object, then you can get a magnified view, no?
Yeah.
Just like here, if you have to get a enlarged view of this fly, so you have to bring the lens very close to it, right? So in making
Yeah.
magnifying glass, convex lens is used. Then in binoculars, it is used. In telescopes, it is used. And even in microscopes, it is used. As for the concave lens, it is used in peepholes, like in the doors. We have a lens through which we can look into the other side, right now. Getting it. And in
Yes.
telescopes, binoculars, in camera lens, and in order to cure eye disorder, eye problem called as myopia, there also it is used. In myopia, what happens that the people can look only at nearby objects. They can't see the far away objects. Okay, now today we are going to start a new topic. Okay, so let us learn about sunlight. Okay, whether it is white or whether it is colored. Okay,
Sir, in
yeah.
one like in last grade, I think in grade six,
Mm-hmm.
my teacher told, why is the sky always blue, not any other color?
Mm-hmm. We'll be learning because basically that is because of the scattering of light. Okay, now
Yeah.
the blue light is scatters the most. Okay, we have this topic actually. I have included that here. Okay, and I have included that here. Okay, see. So you guys would have noticed that a rainbow which usually appears in the sky after the rain, you guys have noticed it right now. Generally, after the rain and when the sun will also be
Yeah.
available, will be low in the horizon, so you can see the rainbow. So that rainbow is basically an arc of seven color visible in the sky, and you see only the half of it. Ayush was pointing it out in the next class, that in the previous class, that this is actually not half inside, but it is complete circle. Correct, Ayush? Right? We can only view the half of the rainbow, but it is a full circle actually. Getting it, Halima?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that arc of seven colors that you see in the sky, that is what we call as rainbow. And the seven colors in order are basically red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. In short, called as Vibgyor. Right. You might also have seen that when you blow soap bubbles, right? Now, particularly if the sunlight were to pass through it, so you will see those colors appear in the soap bubbles also. Similarly, you might have seen that when light will be reflecting from the surface of compact disc from CD, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let us understand how this colorful light is produced. You think that sunlight is basically white in color, like, or it's white in color, but when it passes through certain mediums, like it passes through raindrop, or when it passes through this prism, it splits into its component color, right? It splits into its component color. So basically, there was an activity which was done in the year 1665 by Sir Isaac Newton. So he was doing some experiment with the glass prism, right? So one day, what he did, that when what he found out, that when a beam of white light, when a beam of white light, like what he had done now, he has taken a piece of cardboard or something like that, and in that cardboard he had made a very thin hole, very small hole like that, and via that hole he had made very sharp light to pass through. Okay, both of you, why that a very sharp light was made to pass. So only a thin beam of light managed to pass through it. Okay, now only a thin beam of light managed to pass through it, as you guys can see in the first image here, right? So after passing of the light through this glass prism, it was observed that this white light now, it formed a band of seven color on the white screen that was placed over here. Okay, there was a white screen. One second now. Give me 1 second, please. Hmm. So there was a white screen on which basically a band of seven color was obtained. That is what we call as a spectrum. So basically a spectrum was obtained on a white screen, right?
It's basically called like a spectrum of colors.
A spectrum of colors or spectrum of white light. So this phenomenon basically proved to us that white light is made up of seven different colors, right? And the spectrum, basically the colors were red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? If you were to read it from this side, violet, indigo, blue, green, and that is in short called as VIBGYOR, VIBGYOR. In short, you can memorize it like that: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Understanding that, everyone, or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Further, another experiment was done where the beam of white light, when it passed through the glass prism, so this spectrum of light was made to re-enter into another glass prism. And when it was made to re-enter into the glass prism, so a, a, a beam of white light emerged from it. So this
But
confirmed it
sir,
once again. Yeah.
that will be inverted, right? Like upside down.
This prism was placed in an inverted position. So
Sir,
this,
if it would be placed like the same as the first one, will that create?
no,
Okay.
in that case it won't create. So this basically gave us again a, a thin beam of white light. So this further confirmed that white light is actually made up of seven component colors. That is Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay. Now, after the during the rainfall, no, like during after the rainfall, basically, those tiny rain droplets which are suspended in the air now, they start to act like prism. These raindrops suspended in the air, they kind of behave like the glass prism. Getting it, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
So what will happen here? Rainbows will be formed when the white light passing through this. I mean to say, rainbow will be formed when the white sunlight will be made to pass through the raindrops. As it passes through the raindrops, so what happens? It scatters into its seven component color. Right? Basically, it disperses. Disperses means it scatters. It splits into its color. Getting it now? So what is happening here? When the ray of white light will pass through it, it will scatter into seven component colors, which you get to see in the form of rainbow. Okay. But how exactly it happens, step by step, let us understand that. Okay, both of you turn your cameras on. Yes, Ayush and Halima, keep your cameras on. See, so we're
It's
seeing that.
not strange, so I just turned off the camera.
Okay, see. So the sunlight is first of all refracted. You guys will notice here when the sunlight is passing through it, it is bending. Right now, when sunlight is passing through this rain droplet, it refracts. Okay, then it is further dispersed into different colors. Here only red and violet has been shown, but you guys know that between red and violet there are five other colors also. Understanding it, everyone? Here the entire thing has not been shown, but after violet you have indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, so the white light, it is splitted into seven different colors. So here refraction is taking place here. As the white light enters in it, it bends. Okay. Then further it is dispersed into seven different colors. Now these seven different colors, it reflects from the internal surface of the raindrop. It will be reflecting. Let me show it actually. Otherwise, you guys won't get it, I think. That is indigo, violet indigo, blue, green, yellow, and orange. Okay. Now these rays of light are going to get reflected once again from the surface of the water. This is the like kind of the internal boundary of the water. So it is going to get reflected once again like that. Okay. Like that. Now this time what is happening? Now they are exiting the raindrop. Okay. Now they are changing the medium. Here it was inside the water. Now it is going to go in the air. So remember moments ago I had told you that whenever light will change its medium, whenever it will go from one medium to another, like it goes from air to water or from water to air, it bends. So again, you guys can see here how the rays of light have bent here like that. Okay, is that clear to everyone what I have just explained?
Yes, sir.
Halima, what about you?
Sir, after light passes through it,
Hmm?
then there will be different colors, right? Inside that only.
Yeah, there will be different colors.
And then when it passes uh, from the what do you say raindrop, then
Hmm.
uh, then the light will bend, and then we can see the rainbow.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is the thing. Hmm? So step by step formation, I'll be explaining that once again. Okay, and I know that you guys might be finding it a bit new topic, like a bit difficult, I think. See, basically, these raindrops, what are they acting like? Acting like tiny prisms.
Prisms.
Second, they're acting as tiny glass prisms. First, what happens? The sunlight is refracted. What is happening? Sunlight is refracted as it passes into the water droplet. Then it is dispersed into different colors, into violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. It is split into its component colors as it enters the droplet. Then further what happens, it is reflected off the back of the droplet. Like this is the back of the droplet from where it is reflected. See, reflection is written here. So all the rays of light now, they are reflected from here. Then they are refracted once again. This is the second time where the refraction happens as they exit it. So as they are exiting it, so they carry the arc of color with them. They carry the 7 arc of color with them. Right now, getting it? And to the observer, they will look as rainbow. They will be appearing as rainbow. Okay. Now, in order to look at this, now there are some conditions also. To see a rainbow, you must be standing between the sun and the rain. Right now, you must be standing between the sun and the rain. Getting it? And the sun needs to be behind you. Like this image is not proper for a reference, but the sun needs to be behind you and the rain needs to be in front of you. Understanding what I'm trying to say, try to visualize it,
Yes.
that the sun is behind you, it's low in the horizon, it's not the afternoon sun like that where it is directly overhead. So it is low in the horizon and it is behind you, and the rain is happening in front of you. Getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, no? Hmm. So that is the thing, because the rays of light, the sunlight has to get reflected from it, no? Right? Then after reflection, it will reach you, right? The
Mm-hmm.
sunlight from behind, let me show it over here. Say that this is where the sun is, okay? This is where the sun is, it is behind you. So the rays of sunlight are passing through it, okay? And they are going to get reflected. After reflection, you're going to see the different colors, no? Understanding it? After reflection, you're going to see the different colors, okay? So that is the thing about it.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. So the light that is emitted by the sun, so far, like as a kid, we used to understand that it is white only. But what we have just discussed, that it is made up of 7 colors. That is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And then various phenomenons and objects can separate these white ray into individual color, right? No? So it can be observed by the rainbow formation when the thin beam of light will be made to pass through the glass prism. There also we can prove this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let us write a little bit about it, like what is a rainbow. So rainbow is, we will write down that rainbow is an arc of 7 colors, formed when the sunlight passes through water droplets, water droplets that acts as tiny prisms. Okay. Further, talking about how it is formed. So there I have told you that it is formed in the following manner. It is formed. First, what happens? Sunlight gets refracted as it enters the water droplet, right now. So it is
Yeah.
formed when sunlight is refracted as it refracted means it bends simply, okay, now as it enters the droplet, then
Then
disperses
just
into
then disperses into no.
its
Then it
colors.
reflects and it reflects, right?
No, no, it disperses. No, see here. First, what has happened? It has refracted. Then here it is dispersing into different colors. Now see here, when it has split into 7 colors. So that splitting of light into its 7 colors is called as dispersion. Now, which I was telling you, this dispersion of light was first discovered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1665. So that was the
Oh.
phenomena of dispersion only, no? Right? So then disperses into its color, right? into its color, then it is reflected and reflects and reflected from the back of the water droplet. We can see back of the water droplet, okay, and then refracted again, and then refracted again as it exits the water droplet, as it exits the water droplet, okay, and that basically creates the arc of the drops, arc of the colors, right now. Okay, one more thing can be asked in the exam, like what are the conditions required for the formation of the rainbow? Right now it
Yeah.
cannot be formed every time.
There should be the sun should be always behind,
Hmm.
and you should directly look at the rain. Like the rain should be in the front,
Hmm. So conditions for rainbow formation. So Halima and
and
Ayush, the continue.
the sun should be like not above your head. It should
It
be
should be
behind. Yeah.
low in the horizon. Right now, it should be low in the horizon. Right now. So condition number one, sun should be low in the horizon. Because you guys yourself think about it now. Like if the sun were to be directly above it, like this is the rain. These are the rain droplets. Okay. If the sun were to be directly above it, so how can the reflected rays of light reach you? Like say suppose the sun is over here, right? And these are the sun's rays falling on it. So the after refraction, the light will go over here like that, no? So you can't see
Yeah.
it then. Understanding the logic behind.
Yes. And sir, whenever it rains, the
Hmm.
cloud will always cover the sun.
Yeah, it usually happens most of the time, right? Then observer must be standing in between the sun and the rain Getting it now? Then third, sun should be behind the like the like you should be standing between the sun and the rain, and the sun needs to be behind you and the rain needs to be in front of you. Sun should be behind the observer. Okay, sun should be behind the observer. Okay, so hope you guys have understood about this rainbow, like how's it formed. Please tell me if
Yes.
there's any doubt. Okay,
No, so clear.
good.
No.
Hmm. Now we have a really interesting concept of the Newtonian disk or Newton's disk simply. See, in order to prove that white light is simply a mixture, like in order to prove that when the white light, in order to basically prove that white light is made up of seven different colors, another activity can be done. Right now, like this is called as a Newton's disk that can be simply used to show how the seven colors can be combined again to form the white light. Just like here, when an inverted glass prism is placed next to this glass prism, so the splitted light they recombine to give you white light. So same thing can be done here. So you will simply take a disc like that. You're going to paint it into different colors, respectively seven different colors, and you will rotate it at fast speed. So you guys will look into this animation. After a while, when it starts to rotate very fast, so white light appears. Right now, it changes into white light. You guys can clearly see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no? So when it is rotated fast, it appears white in color. Now I'm going to address this question, Halima, which you had. Okay, no? You might also have thought about this, Ayush, that why sky appears to be blue in color, right? Okay, and sometime in the parts of the sky, like sometimes the sky appears to be reddish in color also, right? So let us learn about that. See, basically, what happens that that the sunlight, as you know, is made up of different colors right now: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, etc. So as the sunlight passes through the Earth's atmosphere, okay, so different colors of the white light, they are scattered differently by the gas molecules present in the atmosphere. What the thing is that our atmosphere has molecules of different gases now, right? Our atmosphere has different gases in it, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
hydrogen, there's helium, there's neon, there's carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, water vapor, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So what happens if you were to look at this here? These are the different rays of light. Right now you have red, you have yellow, you have orange, etc. So you see what you will observe here, that the red light, yellow light, orange light, etc., they are not scattering that much. They are directly going through the atmosphere. But the blue light, right now you see the blue light, violet light, indigo light, they are scattered. They are scattered the most. You see how
Mm.
they are being scattered into the atmosphere right now.
Mhm.
So, because of the phenomenon of a scattering of the blue light by the gas molecules in the air, the sky appears to be blue. Getting it, guys? Here again, here also you can see that this is the incoming white light. Out of the incoming white light, atmosphere scatters the blue light, particularly not only the blue light but even the violet light, indigo light. So they are scattered. That is the reason why sky appears to be blue in color. Understanding that or not? Tell me.
Sir,
Hmm?
it is scattering blue light.
Mhm.
Then why is violet? I mean, like red, orange, or like that? It comes near the earth. So how is it blue light, blue sky?
Reframe your question. I'm not getting what you're saying.
Sir, I said you said that blue light scatters on the atmosphere, right?
It is scattered by the gas
Yes.
molecules in the atmosphere. Hmm.
So, but the orange and red light comes near the earth's surface, right?
Yeah, they are least scattered. They are not much scattered.
So it should be the sky should be red because the red and
Mm.
orange and
No, no,
those.
that is no, no. It is not like it. It is not like that. No, no. See, basically, the rays of light that will get scattered the most, that will give the sky its color. Getting it? The thing is that, like in the higher classes, you will get to know about the wavelength of the different lights. Okay, now all these rays of light now, respectively violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, all of them are having different wavelengths, right? So the blue light has a very small wavelength, so they are easily scattered by the particles by the gases molecules in the air, right? So sky is blue because the light from the sun interacts with the gases in different manner. All the rays of light present in the sunlight, they interact with the gases present in the air in a different manner. Right now, so when sunlight, which contains all the colors of the rainbow, enters the atmosphere, so the air molecules they scatter the blue light maximum than any other color, because blue light is having shorter and smaller waves. That is actually the reason behind that.
Okay.
To keep it simple, basically you should understand it in the following manner, that the sky is blue in color right now because the blue light is scattered most by the gas molecules. Okay, let me write some important topics about it here. See, the sky appears, also it appears blue, it is not actually blue in color. That is also an important topic to understand here, that it merely appears, it is not actually blue in color. Getting it now? So the sky appears blue because of a phenomenon called as scattering of light. scattering of light, where I have told you that when sunlight enters the Earth's atmosphere, so as you know, it is made up of many colors. So the tiny molecules of air and particles in the atmosphere scatter the sunlight in all directions. But blue light has a shorter wavelength, so it gets scattered much more than the other colors like red or yellow. If red or yellow were to be having shorter wavelength, they would also have been scattered more, and the sky would have appeared red instead of blue. Getting it? So it gets scattered much more than other colors, and because of this, our eyes see a blue color most of the time. Okay. So when sunlight enters the Earth's atmosphere, then blue light is scattered the most by the gas molecules and
Because
particles.
it has a shorter wavelength. That's
Yeah. That if you have to be very specific, then I will tell you that it's because blue light has shorter wavelength. Right now, while you know that the red light has the longest wavelength. That's why you know that a red color is visible from far away places. Right now, if you have suppose in the traffic light, like why do we use the red color? Because it is visible from far away. Right? It is visible from a distance. Getting it, guys? In the traffic light, there's a reason why the red light is used. Okay, why the red light is used as a sign of danger also, so that people
yeah.
can look at it from far away places, simply because it has longer wavelength. Right now, that is also one
Sir,
of the things.
even green might also have a longer wavelength, right?
No, it does not have that much. The red
Yeah, but
has the maximum. Hmm. See, orange and yellow, they have more longer wavelength in comparison to green. Okay, now. So then blue light is scattered the most in the gas by the gas molecules and particles in the air. This leads to blue appearance of the sky. Okay. So hope that is clear to everyone. If any question, let me know.
So it is clear.
Okay. So here the chapter has been finished. All right. In the next class, we'll be taking up some questions from that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir,
Make sure you guys revise everything, and this PPT will be shared right after the class. Yeah, tell me.
sir, for the prism,
Mm-hmm.
it says you should get a white light, right?
Yeah.
Like a sharp white light, only one ray of light.
It will be difficult to take a ray of light because a ray of light is extremely thin. So it will be almost impossible to get it. Right now, not if you were to, like, it will be very difficult. So we basically take a thin beam of light, we should be saying. Okay, now?
Oh,
Rather, you should
so
be
can
saying a
we,
thin beam of light.
for that, to make a rainbow in the prism, can we
Hmm.
take a torch, white torch?
You can take a white torchlight, but what you will have to do now, like you will have to take a cardboard, I mean to say, and you have to make a very small hole in it, and through that you will make the torchlight pass. Right. So you will flash the torchlight from one side, but from the other side, there should be a very thin beam of light. Getting it now?
Sir, but if there will be only the torchlight?
Then it you won't be able to get it properly. Right now? Dispersion will take place, but you will not get a proper spectrum. Understood that?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, I will be showing you guys one animation before ending the class. One second, please. In the eighth grade, also, you guys will be learning about this chapter, by the way. Okay. So here you guys see here how the rays of light are passing through the glass prism and splitting. Okay, this is not an actual animation, but basically a cartoonish animation. But look at the
Mm-hmm.
second animation here. How the rays of light, when it is made to pass, it further re-enters as a white light. Okay, na?
Yeah.